Hey, Steph.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode of Bariatric Banter Podcast.
We're back.
Still here, and we are ready to banter. I love the new format
So
because
do I.
it's just less pressure to talk
It's
about.
way more chill,
Oh, it's so much more chill. And
which I like.
I think it's what we always wanted is like, let's just talk about our bariatric lives.
Yeah.
And I think it fits the natural progression of things too, that like your first year is so
Agreed.
all consuming about
Yes.
everything we covered in the first year of this
So many
podcast.
rules and things you have to do and things you have to follow. And yeah,
And then after that, it really does become like, "Oh, yeah, I had bariatric surgery. Yeah.
this is
And,
life.
that's
Yeah.
that's, like, not
It
entirely
just
who I
becomes the
am."
norm.
Yeah. Did I replace it with running? Yeah, absolutely, where I'm like, "I'm a fucking runner now." And sorry for dropping the F-bomb because I know that's tacky.
It's
Um,
not classy.
it's not classy, it's not ladylike.
Whatever.
No, I kinda dig it. I dig that it's just like, let's just talk about
Yeah.
bariatric life, like,
Life.
in a here's all the rules and regulations and things you need to know and stuff you need to do and everything you need to
Yep.
go over, like, oof, exhausting, but
It is exhausting.
necessary.
Right. But it sets the stage for transitioning it into just the new normal and what your new life is. And
Mm,
like,
mhm.
how you then just make it a part of your everyday and
Mhm.
second nature.
Yes.
Because like we talked about, it's not a lot of the things we talk about, they're not supposed to be temporary or diets or um things that you just do for short periods of time. They're supposed to be the new norm. They're supposed to be your new
Yes.
habits. They're supposed to become your new lifestyle. It's not diet changes, it's lifestyle changes. So
Mm,
how does this translate into my future and that this is just what life is for me now moving forward?
exactly. And it's always there, it's just not
Yeah.
the all-consuming entire personality, all of that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like, this is normal life now, so now we get to actually banter. Um,
Right?
one of the things that I definitely wanna talk about are those Pop-Tarts.
Oh my gosh, when you sent those, right, at first
Oh,
I was like, "Oh, cool," but then
so
immediately I was like, "Hard no." I'm one of those weird people that doesn't like Pop-Tarts. I don't know. I think they taste like cardboard. I've
I was
never
more
really liked them though.
I was a toaster strudel fan. I thought
Yeah,
those were better because I like specifically the cream cheese toaster
they're
strudel.
sweeter.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
sweeter.
Oh, yeah, and they had the
Yeah.
melty icing and, like, oh my god. Could I eat a whole box of toaster strudel? Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
for sure.
I was always, like, the fat kid that was like, "How come you only get 2 in a pack? Like,
Oh,
I
right?
wanna eat 7."
So 1 serving is 3 packets? Yeah.
Yeah, right, like, the whole box, I get to eat the whole box.
Right?
I know that my brothers would put, like, peanut butter and shit and eat them like sandwiches, like,
Oh, lord.
boys, though, didn't gain a pound.
Of
Uh
course. Of
But
course.
I agree, I was never, like, a massive Pop-Tart fan, they were okay, but I always found they never
They're
toasted the way I
dry.
wanted. Yeah, but I still liked them occasionally. I remember,
Uh,
I don't know, probably grade 9 maybe when, like,
yeah.
all the funky flavors started coming,
Yes.
and the thing was,
Yes.
like, to go to the States because I lived in Windsor at the time,
Yep.
we got to go to the States and get all the flavors you can't get
Different ones.
in Canada, and
Yeah,
there
I
was
think it was more like the novelty and
yes.
people I say people like us who
People like
had food issues, it was the whole, like, "This is bad for me."
yeah,
It was the novelty and, like, that this is junk food and I'm not supposed to
mm,
have it and junk
yep,
food is like
okay.
I think that was part of it too. Taste-wise, I thought they were gross.
They weren't that great. I think for me, it
No.
was that it was less that it was junk food and more like, "It's a breakfast food, so it's totally okay to eat this. It's
Oh,
breakfast, it's
we
fine."
just had that conversation with
Yeah,
my oldest here because she thinks anything that's labeled as breakfast food
it's
is
good for you.
fine.
Yep,
Yeah, so we
but
had to have the talk about that. Yeah.
that's what I the trap I fell into, though. Like, if
Right.
it's for breakfast, it's fine, and breakfast is sweet food. Breakfast is always sweet food, right? Which isn't
Yeah,
true, like, I love Eggs Benedict, but
but,
it's
like, cereals
shocking.
and peanut butters and jams and yeah,
Yes.
sugar.
Syrups and cinnamon bun like,
Mhm.
and it's North American based only that it is
Oh,
that
yeah,
brutal for breakfast, and it's just sugar, 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 like, almost everywhere else in the world, it's a savory breakfast, um,
or
not
they
sure,
have
like,
way less options, like, the
way less.
cereal aisle in Europe
Oh
is like
my
a third of a cereal aisle
so that's what I was
here.
gonna mention is, like, we went to
Yeah.
the States a lot as kids because my mom worked over there, we lived in Windsor, we were so close to Detroit. It was a wall, like a
Oh,
full on
yeah.
entire aisle, top
Yeah.
to bottom, with probably 30 different fucking flavors ranging from,
Mhm.
like, peanut butter fudge, ice cream sundae,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know,
Everything.
anything you could think of, there was a flavor of Pop-Tart, and then you could
Yep.
turn the corner and go to the cereal aisle, and it was 5 times as big, and
Right.
anything you could imagine was cereal. You want
Oh
mini
god, yeah.
chocolate chips as a cereal? We've
Sure.
got that. You know, you want
Sure.
the extra marshmallow, double, triple fudge Lucky Charms? We've
Why
got
not?
and I
Yeah.
would be like, "Whatever, it's a breakfast food, who gives a shit?" Like, my mom won't judge me for buying cereal, she's not gonna
Right.
judge me for buying Pop-Tarts. My mom was like she's gotten better, but she was very judgmental when I was a fat kid. So that's
Yeah.
why I said, "My people won't judge you, my mom wouldn't
Yep.
judge me." And so I think that was the curse is, like,
Totally.
you wouldn't look at someone and be like, "Buying cereal, fat ass." Like, you'd be
Right?
like,
That's
"Oh, okay.
breakfast.
It's
Yeah.
breakfast," right?
Yeah.
Versus if you had a bunch of cookies in your cart, people would be like, "Oh my
What
god, you
is
don't
that?
need those
Look at that
cookies."
crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that box of cereal that's just mini
Right.
cookies, knock your
That's
socks off.
fine.
Knock
Or
your
the
socks
Nutella or in like I said, the
Oh,
peanut butter, the
Nutella for
jam. That
breakfast.
remember, like, the cinnamon sugar that came like, pre
Yes,
cinnamon butter sugar that came, like, in the spreadable container?
yes,
We would
yep,
buy that. Yeah, we just had this talk because,
cool,
like, my
yeah,
old yeah, my oldest was like, "Well, it's for breakfast." And I was like, "Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy." Because we were talking about, oatmeal. We call it, like, hot
oh,
cereal, oatmeal.
yep.
And with it, there's, like, the brown sugar one, and now they have, like, my kids like the dinosaur egg ones,
But, like,
and there's
legit, that's so good.
right?
I've
And
had
there's
it.
all yeah, it is good, and there's all these flavors, and so
Oh,
but
so
she's also the kid where it's like, she thinks the serving is 2 packages because
yeah,
1 package is and so we just had this it kinda spiraled into this whole conversation about, like, not labeling foods as good and bad, but starting your day off with something that's gonna fuel your body with good energy and about, like, blood sugar and not starting with s crazy sugary things, and it was, "But mom, it's breakfast food." And I was like,
it's not
"I know that's how they sell it to you, but"
I
I said,
know.
"Really?" And so, like, we had this conversation about just because something says breakfast or just because you see people eating it at breakfast doesn't mean it's a good
No,
choice to
and
have.
oatmeal is, oatmeal is such a tricky
Uh-huh.
food. Like, the amount of sugar in oatmeal
Oh
is insane,
gosh,
and then when
crazy.
we were younger, I don't know if you
We
did,
used to add extra brown
we put
sugar to the
brown sugar
maple
on
brown sugar,
top.
so did we. Yeah,
Yes, and it
so
would,
did
like,
we.
melt, and you'd get, like, a
Oh,
chunk of
yeah.
it, and, like, the amount of brown
Mhm.
sugar I probably put on oatmeal,
Oh, we
and,
would
like,
scoop that shit on there
it's not my
because it's
parents'
gross.
fault, like,
We'd be like, "Oatmeal's gross. Here, have more brown
would
sugar."
put a fuck ton of sugar on it, and, like, I
Mhm.
would, or, like, you'd have toast with cinnamon sugar sprinkled on it, right? And, like,
Oh, that
that
was
would
the
be fine,
best.
and so, like,
Nutella.
it's just
Yeah.
I get it. It's labeling something as breakfast doesn't make it healthy, and I think this segues perfectly into labeling something high protein does not make it good or make it high protein. So, I recently
Uh-huh.
shared a post with Steph, guys, and I'll share it with all of you too. Pop-Tart is coming out with protein Pop-Tarts, and, well, I did get a little excited because I was like, "Nostalgia, I could
Of
have some
course.
Pop-Tarts," because
It hits a nostalgic nerve because it
yes,
makes you yeah,
I don't
back
wanna
to being
have
a
it.
kid.
Because, like, no offense, the legendary Pop-Tarts are it's
They're
not the same, and
gross.
they're
No, they're
kind of
not.
gross, and
They are
they
gross.
don't get crunchy on the edges like a Pop-Tart does. So, here comes this big post, and they're gonna launch 3 vintage, like, not vintage, but, like, nostalgic
Old
flavors. The
school flavors,
blueberry, the
yeah.
strawberry, and I don't remember the 3rd, but basically the 3 that they had at the very beginning, and they'll be protein, and for a minute, you, me, and Cass were all kinda like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." And
Yeah.
then it's like we all hit the same, like, metric at the same time, and we all came back to the
Wait.
chat and went, "Oh, not a chance in hell will I eat these."
No.
Um, so for those who need to know, because 'cause I'm sure you're all like, "What are the macros?" Because if
Oh,
you're
it's
a bariatric person, in the back of your mind, you're like, "But what are the macros?" 10
brace
grams of
yourself.
protein, and people need to get so royally out of my feed by saying 10 grams of protein is high protein. Anything
No.
over 20, I would consider high protein. So
Yeah.
this has 10 grams of protein,
Yeah.
380 calories,
Which is
and
insane.
the worst part, 31 grams of sugar.
No. Like,
So,
it that no.
no,
That's beyond
that's insane.
beyond insane.
Don't
It
do
doesn't meet the good number of calories for a snack. It
nope.
doesn't meet the protein to calorie ratio. It doesn't meet the maximum sugar. Like, it just nope, nope, nope,
Nope,
nope, nope,
nope,
nope,
nope, absolutely
nope.
not.
I wouldn't
Uh,
even have that as a treat.
oh my god, I wouldn't have that as a treat in a million years. Like, the
No.
380 calories alone is why I wouldn't have that as a treat. Like, that's gonna take up
That's
too
like
much
2
of
meat.
my day.
Yeah. That's like my breakfast and lunch combined.
It's just it's not worth it, like, why even put this out? Like, at this point,
Mm-mm.
that's a joke of a protein snack. That's a joke, and this goes hand
No.
in hand with what you just said. Just because something's called breakfast, just because something's
Yep.
called high protein, just because something's called, I don't know, low calorie, it doesn't mean it's or something's labeled keto, it does
Oh,
not mean it's healthy. The amount of people
no.
I see buying keto snacks or asking on Reddit, or sometimes we even get questions, "Hey, do you guys
Mhm.
buy, like, this keto treat? Have you seen this
No.
keto thing?" And it's like, "No, keto
No.
is not bariatric. Bariatric is
Mm-mm.
not keto." You like,
No.
eating a keto
Fat's too
diet
high.
after bariatric, not great, and, like,
No.
90% of the products labeled keto are terrible.
Oh, if you look at the whole entire breakdown, then no. Like, no.
Just have a snack. Like, at that
Right?
point, I could literally probably get a Danish or a cake pop from Starbucks for less
Oh
calories
gosh, yeah.
than the Pop-Tart.
Right. 100%. It's not there's no way I would go near it. There's no I'm sorry. Between the fact that I don't really like Pop-Tarts, I think the macros are just insane. The calorie count alone, the sugar would make me shit my pants. Like, no, pass. I think it's
Yeah,
ridiculous. And the marketing behind it, I think, is just super slimy.
yeah,
So,
and that's
no.
that's the thing, like, I know that everybody's now jumping on the protein bandwagon, and I'm not against it. I like that we're maybe gonna finally have more options for protein-based things, and, I like that it's clearly become a big food trend and a lot of people are, jumping on it, but 10 grams of protein is a joke. Like, that's not
Yeah.
high protein. I'll fight people.
That's like a Baby Bell. A Baby Bell is almost just under 10 grams. I think it's like 6.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
I could have, like,
Why would
2 ounces of cheese for that.
right. Why would I have 300, almost 400 calories when I can have a Baby Bell for 60? I could have
Yeah,
2 Baby Bells for 120 and have more protein than the Pop-Tart.
yeah, there's way better snacks out there. Like, I'm pretty sure popcorn has better macros than
Yeah.
the Pop-Tarts. So,
Yeah.
this is just like it goes hand in hand. Just because it's labeled something doesn't mean I think
Don't fall for it.
good. I think, like, protein bars are equally as guilty as this. There's so many
Yeah.
protein bars. Go down any aisle at Costco, and there's now, like, 30 protein bars, and majority of them are not good. Um
No, I agree.
Like, the macros are just weird. Like, I know a lot of people like that Robert Irving or Irvine one, but I was like, "The calories in this are insane for what you're getting."
It's not no, those ones are horrible. I remember trying to think I think it was, like, when they first came out, maybe 2 years ago, before the bariatric stuff. Devin and I bought them when we were looking at, like, healthier snacks, healthier options, and you think, like, at that time, we didn't know everything, about how to look at macros and how to do all that kinda stuff, and you hear protein bars and you think, "Well, that's gotta be healthy. It's a protein bar."
Yep,
And then I remember looking at them and no, the macros on them are not they're not good. There's so many better options out there, when you look at the calories on them compared to the protein. I remember the taste wasn't bad, but yeah, like, you've got those ones, you've got Grenade, you've got Built Bar, you've got Bell, you've got Quest, you've got like, there's so
um,
many, and they are not the same. You can't just go to the aisle and be like, "Oh, I'll just grab a protein bar." They're not the same. You
no,
have to look at them.
yep, and that's what happens, like, people keep labeling, like, it's a protein bar, so it's gotta be really good for you. It's protein oatmeal, it's protein pancake mix, like,
Yeah.
they're not all created equal, they're not, you get protein and then there's nothing done with the sugar in there, so it's just like, I get that it's a marketing gimmick at this point, and I get they're trying to jump on a bandwagon, but they're really missing the point that typically people who are eating high protein are also really watching their sugar and other things,
Yes.
and
Yep.
none of these people are nailing it because, like, how can Pop-Tart genuinely not be like, we could cut the sugar down a lot on this, like, and we could give them a
Right.
lower sugar, like, I
Right.
could maybe get over the calories if the sugar was lower and the protein was a little higher, because I find it hard to believe that you can't keep the taste of a Pop-Tart, which is just artificial fucking jam and some pastry. You can't maintain that taste by dropping the sugar even a little bit and increasing the protein a bit, like,
Right.
And
Yeah,
people aren't expect like, that's the other thing. I think if you buy something and it tastes identical to what it did without protein added, it's probably
yeah,
not enough protein. Like, I
right,
hate to break
agreed.
it to people, but, like, protein stuff doesn't taste like candy bars, it doesn't taste like chocolate, it doesn't taste like chips, like, it just doesn't taste like normal things,
Yep,
and if it does, it's probably not high enough protein.
I agree. Yeah,
It's
you
just
gotta you gotta pay
yeah,
attention to the whole picture, don't fall for the gimmicky
no,
advertising and marketing. And if you don't know, ask questions, research it, but don't fall for just because it says low sugar or high protein that it's gonna be a
gotta be
good
good.
option.
And I
Yeah.
think it goes back to what we talked about last week too. Breakfast doesn't have to be breakfast, in the sense
Yeah, it could be anything.
that we were raised on. I'm seeing so many more people now, and maybe it's because my phone was listening, but so many more people showing breakfasts like what you said,
Yeah,
ground turkey, having like stuff that I'd maybe consider lunch for breakfast. And I was
yep,
like, oh, maybe that's also my problem because I was never a breakfast person.
me neither.
Mom would be so mad about it, but I
Yep,
would get, like, crazy hunger pangs around 10 a.m. being like, you gotta eat." But I was always
yep,
like, "No, when I roll out of bed, like, the last thing I wanna do is eat. I'm not hungry. I don't even wanna eat before a run." That's a thing that I'm working on, and I
mhm,
think it's the sugar. Like, I think it's because most of my breakfasts were yogurt,
really high
sugar,
sugar.
oatmeal, berries, some sort of baked good, like, it was
So you're
never
burning it fast. It's like spiking and then you're burning it. It wasn't anything satiating.
there was no like, refined carbs.
Yep,
Now, do I eat a lot of eggs? Sure, don't get me wrong, but we've talked about that on the podcast. The eggs are so low in protein. Um, they're not like, I found somebody on Instagram the other day who was reviewing, like, influencers' meals that are claiming to be, like, weight loss coaches and all that
okay.
jazz. One of the girls, eats 1,200 calories, which is, like, unless you are a bariatric patient, that's not
No,
normal
no, that's
disorder.
not okay.
So she was talking about how she works out and blah, 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 and she's like, "And then I brought a hard-boiled egg for after my workout." And this dietitian was like, "This is a hard-boiled egg is not
Is
enough.
not
It
no,
will not
no,
fuel a workout, it will not recover a workout. Like, where
no.
are your
Where's the
carbs?"
rest?
But this
Where's
person
the
doesn't eat
rest?
carbs, right? Because carbs are the enemy. So,
Ugh,
I do
jeez.
eat eggs, but it has been kinda proven that, like, there's just not enough substantial stuff in an egg.
No. They're great
So
for you, they're full of amazing vitamins and
oh,
nutrients,
absolutely.
but no, 1 or 2 eggs is not enough to sustain
No,
what you need. No, which sucks because they're good, but it's
exactly.
not. Because I remember too, like, I was like, "Oh, I'll have hard-boiled eggs for breakfast." Like, I love a hard-boiled egg, and trying to think of things that not being a breakfast person that would be easy to go to, things I can make ahead, but then, yeah, when you actually start looking at the macros behind it, you're like, "Well, shit, this doesn't really make a dent."
No,
Where it
so
needs to. Yeah.
yeah, so while I do eat eggs,
Yep.
majority of my breakfast just kinda tends to be on the sweeter side of things.
Right.
Usually if you're running out to go somewhere, it's a coffee and a muffin
Yeah.
and I think
A
I just
grab
got
and go.
I got in this
Yeah.
habit of wanting muffins or something sweet and or just, like, really not wanting anything at all, and now I'm thinking, like, I wonder if I switch to having something more like ground turkey and
Mhm.
eggs or, I don't know, something else, like, that's more savory. Maybe I would
Yeah.
actually eat my breakfast
May
more.
maybe. That's where I find, like, omelets are good, depending on where you are, right? Like, if you're at the phase where you can have a bit bigger portions. So, like, omelets with meat in them, are good, but that's where, like, I was at the point where I could have, like, an egg. So and if I would mix anything with it, it wasn't enough. But as you get more, into bigger portion sizes, once you can fit more, I think doing things like that because you're still getting all the nutrients from the egg, then you can add in your dairy, you can add in your cheese, you can add in ground meat that you might have left over or like ham or turkey or whatever, get extra protein in there and then get that savory, more long-lasting, satiating stuff
Yeah,
in your stomach. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and so I think it's just reframing for me
Yeah.
what that could look like. Looking for some examples. There's an influencer I follow. I think a lot of people probably follow. He's the one that has like the four boys and always just kind of posts like working out and like basically how crazy life is with four kids,
Yeah.
four boys that are young. And he is Canadian, but he basically switched his kids off of traditional breakfasts
Yep.
recently and moved them to, like, ground turkey, eggs, and vegetables in the
Mhm.
morning, and he was like, "The difference in them is
I don't
night
doubt
and
it.
day." Like, a lot less meltdowns and
Mhm.
blow-ups and just, like
'Cause you're starting off with whole food, like,
yeah.
whole nutritious food.
Mhm.
I've been trying to do so I either do, because my portions are just now getting a little bit bigger, but I usually do high protein yogurt and berries is my go-to for breakfast, but if I don't have that, I'll have leftovers from the night before. Also because it's easy to just pop that,
Oh,
like,
leftovers.
heat that up quick and call it a day. So, yeah, I'll usually do leftovers from the night before because I don't have to think about it, and when I have a crazy busy morning getting the kids out the door and ready for school, I don't have to think about my breakfast on top of theirs. I can just grab the leftovers or, like, yeah, right now it's high protein yogurt and berries has been my go-to, but leftovers from the night before are a super easy go-to, for sure.
Yeah. And, like, I like that idea. Now, of course, there are days that I do want yogurt and berries, like, I love that
Right.
idea,
Yep.
it's great, but I think I wanna, like, pivot that to be more of a snack, like, have that as my mid-morning snack, and then,
Yep.
yeah, kinda figure it out from there, but I agree, it's been interesting shopping and looking at all the stuff that is coming out, and more of the stuff being available in Canada is nice, and I'm not knocking it, but I do
Yep.
think majority of what I'm seeing is just, sorry, lack of a better word, bullshit marketing. That's how I feel about Starbucks protein drinks, and I'll fight people on how they're terrible, and I would not recommend them. But, I mean, I'm not knocking you. If you wanna drink them, drink them. I'm just
Go
saying
for it.
personally, I don't think that they did enough. I don't think that that's the purpose of a protein drink, is that it has just as much sugar as a regular drink and, like,
Mhm. Right.
500 calories. Like, that's
Right.
not. I don't just want protein, because this is what like, way back in the day, because I'm old as hell,
Yeah.
when I was in high school, the big thing was to go to the gyms. The gyms just opened,
Yes.
Life being kinda
Yep.
like the big one, and it was like, we have classes, and classes are cool, and so
Yep.
I would go with a friend from high school with her mom and her sister, and the big thing was the
Mhm.
smoothie bar. So you'd
Oh
go
my
a
gosh.
little work,
Booster juice.
then you'd stop and get this, like, giant white styrofoam size of a small
Yeah.
child smoothie,
Yeah.
and it was, like, $15, and they
But it's
packed
healthy because it's a
pro
smoothie.
legitimately, it's a smoothie,
Yeah.
it's so healthy for you, and they pack it
Yeah.
full of protein. It was the biggest load of horse shit, like, that was the
Mhm.
biggest amount of, like, there was full fat and full sugar, frozen yogurt bars, and,
Yep.
like, they would take a bar and
Oh, yeah.
just
It's like when Booster
drop it in.
Juice became, like, the huge go-to, everybody was like, "But it's healthy, but it's healthy." Well,
Yeah.
yeah, there's fruit in it, but are you looking at everything else that's in it and the calories that's it? But same thing, you'd get a huge one because it's healthy, because it's fruit.
Healthy, and you're like,
Oh,
it's totally fine."
right? It's
And,
a
like,
smoothie.
these only came in one size, which was, like,
Yeah.
gigantic, but, like, it had whey
Yeah.
protein, so, like, if you looked at a generic one with bananas and whey and
Mhm.
pineapple, and they always put frozen yogurt in it. I think that's what people
Always.
forget. Booster Juice is frozen yogurt, the
Yep.
gym was frozen yogurt, because I
Yep.
remember the blocks, and they
The
would,
big
like,
block, yeah, that's what yeah, Booster Juice pulls them out of the freezer, unwraps them,
yeah,
and throws them in,
drops
yeah.
them in, and then there's
That's
milk
why
and
it's
blah,
so
blah, blah.
creamy.
So a regular size, which isn't
Yep.
even like, the gym ones were bigger than
They
regular,
were huge.
is 470 calories
Yeah,
with 69 grams of sugar.
right. But you
69?
don't even think to look at that because you just hear smoothie, gym,
Yeah,
protein,
good.
fruit, and you're like, "Oh, cool."
In that entire thing, you only get
Yeah,
2 grams of fiber. So this is
right?
like, this is why you see all those articles being like, women, specifically
Yeah.
women take your fiber
It's
supplements, because
so important.
you seem to think like, "Oh my god, I totally get it in my diet." Nope,
No, you
you
don't.
don't, and you need like
It's
25
so
different
hard.
foods. It's so
It's
I
so
struggle
so do I. It's
so much.
always my lowest. Whenever I look at my nutrition throughout the day,
I
my
can't.
fiber is always so low, and I had, like I was telling Hannah, I had my 1-year post-op appointments today.
Woo!
Woo! And, we were talking to the dietitian, and we're going through food and whatever, and she was calling, like, every time I ate, she's like, "Okay, where's the fiber?" And so I was telling her, like, "This meal, where's the fiber? Where's the fiber? Where's the
Yeah,
fiber?"
yeah,
And she was like, "Yeah, you have some good fiber here, here, and here." She goes, "But where's the rest?" And I was just like,
yeah.
yeah." And
Oh
she's like, "You
boy.
gotta up the" and she said too, she's like, "It's so hard." And she goes, "Every single person
Mhm.
struggles with the fiber, everyone."
I
And
can't
part
do
of
it.
it is because you're afraid of carbs. That's number 1.
Ding, ding, ding.
There's typically not enough carbs, and then it's a hard one to get without additional supplementation,
It is, and, like,
especially even when you track it. It's bottom of the line unless you're eating a shit ton, like a shit ton of fruits and veggies every day,
that's gonna give you
um,
diarrhea as a
which
bariatric.
again, you're gonna shit your pants,
You're
yeah,
gonna have such bad
um,
diarrhea.
and you're not gonna have room for the protein because 'cause you're gonna be so full on your fruits and veggies,
And then your
so yeah,
sugar
it is a
is
hard one.
loaded. And now Steph and I both subscribe to fruit sugar does not count towards our added sugar like,
No,
I
I
keep
don't
every
count that,
10 grams of sugar or less per serving, fruit does not
but fruit
count.
is fruit.
But
No,
with
I
that
don't
being
track fruit as
said,
sugar.
I shouldn't be eating 6 fucking bananas and 7 apples a day.
Right,
Like, that is gonna add up in my body in a very unpleasant way.
yeah,
Diarrhea. I'm just putting it
yeah,
out there, guys. Get ready
yep,
to talk about poop.
you'll
Um,
shit yourself.
but you can't. And, like, I tried. I fought against taking fiber supplements because 'cause I'm like, let's be honest, they suck. They are the
They
worst of the
do.
supplements to
They're
take.
gross.
The
Yeah.
powder is terrible because I always mix it into my water, then I sit down to do something,
It turns
forget
into, like,
water,
Jello.
and I'm like, "Great, I guess I have to eat this
It's
slime
so
gelatinous
it's so
crap."
gross because we
And
can't
so
chug.
no, and then I
Yeah,
buy the gummies, and I'm like, "These are
those are gross
like
too.
chewing on, like,
Straw.
dehydrated elephant ear." Like, it's just
Yeah,
there's
it's
nothing
gross.
you can't do anything with it, and it's like, I guess I'm swallowing these partially whole, and then I
Yep.
worry, like, "Is this gonna digest properly?" So then
Right?
I go to the capsules, and if you've ever tried to take one of those,
Oh, man.
so dry, and it just does
Mhm.
I don't know, pills are
It gets
fine.
stuck.
Yes, they don't
Yeah.
go anywhere. So
No, it
then I
gets
was like,
stuck.
"Ugh." So then I looked into the cookies. I said, "Whatever. I'll get the goddamn
Yeah.
fiber Metamucil cookies." You need to
Yep.
eat like 15 of those
Oh,
to get enough.
jeez.
So I was like, "Okay, guess I won't be having the cookies, so I'll get the Fiber One bars." Again, you need so many. So here's
Yep.
my hack. The Smart Sweets, the
Yeah.
candy,
Yep.
have like 52% your daily
I was gonna
fiber.
say they do have a lot of fiber in them. Yes.
So much. So I'm like, "You know what? That's what I'm gonna do." I do take my
That's
fiber
amazing. That's a
gummies, like, I don't just eat candy every day, but I keep a huge stock of the Smart Sweets in the house because
Yep.
it's not crazy high calorie and the fiber is off the charts in those. Before
That's a good
bariatric
idea.
surgery, I
Yeah.
bought a pack
Oh, no.
before bariatric surgery, and
Oh,
I was like,
no.
"Wow, these are so good," and I ate another bag because I bought a box in the US,
Oh,
another
no.
bag, and I was like, Mom, we need to pull over."
We got a
She's like,
problem.
"What?" I was like, please go to the Target. I need to go to the bathroom." And she was like, "Well, I thought we'd go to I was like, "Go to the Target! Like, you have to
I
get
need
there
it
now."
now.
It was
I
so bad. I
need
was
it
like, "Oh my
now.
god." And, like, I was talking to myself while I was running to the door. I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You're fine. Just make it." Like, guys, it
Clench,
ripped
clench,
through
clench,
my
clench,
body,
clench.
and I was like, "Oh my god, oh my
Oh,
god." So
no.
just throwing it out there. Please, God, please don't eat more than 1 a day because it
You will
just
shit yourself.
I almost pooped myself in the US. Like, it
Can
just
you imagine?
could you imagine if I had to cross the
No. I
border
would
and they were like, "So," and
I would
I'm
have
like,
cried.
if they're
Yes,
like, "Can you
yes, I
get
did
a
shit
physical?" I'd be
myself.
like, "I shit myself, okay? I don't
I
want to
shit
get
my
a
pants.
physical, alright? Just let me sit here, okay?"
I would cry. I would have cried.
God, it was so bad. I don't eat 2 of these back to back. But with that being said, the Swedish
Fiber's
Fish
important.
are like yeah, fiber's good. 4 grams of sugar for the 1 bag, which is awesome, and
Yep,
it has 19 grams of fiber. Like, guys, I
which is
can't
amazing. I don't even
19
hit that on a regular basis for my whole day.
19 and it's 130 calories. So I struggle with needing to take 4 gummies for the fiber supplements, and
Yeah,
those 4 gummies only give me, drum roll please, 10 grams of fiber.
which is
It's
ridiculous.
it's so painful. Like, they're so hard on my stomach. You have to
Yep,
chew them for an hour. So I hate to say it, I
eat the
legitimately think
candy.
candy is a way better fiber supplement
Yeah.
than fiber supplements, which
Any excuse to eat candy, like, take
yeah,
it.
somebody smarter than me I won't say smarter than us because 'cause I'm not, Steph smart. But someone smarter
God.
than me, maybe just let me know. Is it a different type of fiber in these candies? Sometimes it's like, "Oh, well, that's not the right fiber. You need, like,
This
fiber."
kind.
So, maybe I'm wrong, and maybe this isn't the right type of fiber for us, or maybe it's I don't know, but I'm just saying it's so much more tasty.
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I have tried everything from the powder mix-ins to the cookies to the Fiber One bars to the chewable gummies to
Yep.
the sweetie pills,
Metamucil.
and I'm telling you, like, none of them come high fiber, I should add that too.
That's true.
A cup
Yeah.
of the powder is 10 grams, and I need
Yeah.
25. So,
Which
like, I'm
is
not drinking that twice a day.
no, gosh, no. There's no
No,
way.
I can't.
That's torture.
No. So
That's pure torture.
I think I'll invest in Smart Sweets. I also, if anybody's an American listener again and would like to send me a lovely Canadian Christmas gift box, they have such cooler stuff in the States for Smart Sweets.
It's so true.
They have like a Christmas thing coming out right now. They have basically they have Sour Patch Kids, they have gummy bear. I was like, we only
They
get the
have better
5.
everything for everything.
I know. I know. We
Like,
basically
let's
get
be
the 6.
real.
We get the caramels, which I'm not gonna lie, those are my fave.
They're good.
This one's controversial. I think the cinnamon
Uh-oh.
bears are the best thing they've
I
ever made.
haven't had them.
I'm obsessed.
I
I'm
haven't had
obsessed.
them. Hmm.
And a lot of people I know hate them. And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm weird as hell because I think they are the
I didn't even know they had them. I've never tried them.
good. They're so good."
Okay, good to know. I'll have to
Okay.
give them a try.
I think we're gonna start a new section at the end of the podcast called, like,
Yeah.
our recommendations for the week.
Ooh,
If
love it.
we tried anything new, we bought anything. We're also, just so everybody knows, we are gonna start testing recipes. We've picked our
Yeah.
first one. I think we'll try to do it this weekend, but we're gonna do
Yep.
the viral cottage cheese pizza.
Pizza.
So stay
Pizza.
tuned. We're gonna film that and tell you our things. I
Our
also launched
thoughts.
the taste test on some new Built Bar flavors. That's live
Yeah.
on the social. But
Yep.
ending each episode with like a, what's have we tried a new product? Have we seen something cool? Do we have any good recommendations for people?
Yeah. Love
Uh,
it.
I love it.
Love it.
And my recommendation is going to be it's kind of twofold for Canadians, sorry,
Yep.
Americans. Well.ca has become my new favorite place in the whole world. I get so many amazing things now from them. Shout out, they have Smart Sweets, and they actually do carry the 2 new Christmas things that they dropped. So
Oh,
they have the
nice.
sour snowflakes, and they have the whatever the other one is, the, Merry Mix, which is like Christmas
Oh,
cookies and different
that
things. So,
sounds
like,
lovely.
it's already up there, but I tried something called True Dates, and this is my recommendation.
Oh, right. Yes.
Oh, I'm obsessed. I had my parents try it and they ate a whole bag, and again, I was like, "Be very cautious, you will poop yourself." So it's called True Dates. Yes, you can buy it in the US, I'm just not sure where. They are
Yep.
from Europe. I wanna say maybe
Okay.
Sweden, Switzerland, but
Okay.
basically they've taken dates, they've pitted them, and they've
Yep.
given them flavors naturally. So
Nice.
no added sugar, no added anything, and the flavors are sour cola, which tastes
Okay.
just like the Coca-Cola gummies, peanut butter,
Okay.
cookie dough,
Mm.
sour apple, sour watermelon. They are
That sounds delicious.
Oh, dude, I keep them in the freezer. I have currently 5 bags of them. My parents ate all of my cola flavored
Oh,
ones.
come on.
I'm so mad because it's like it is our favorite. Cookie dough, very close second. Uh,
Oh, nice.
I don't know how they do it. It's witchcraft. It's European witchcraft because they taste like cookie dough tastes identical to chomping down on cookie dough. The peanut
Nice.
butter one is good. The cola one, like you'd think you're eating a Coca-Cola gummy. And I'm like,
I love
it's a
it.
date. It's just a date.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Huh.
dates are high in sugar, but they are high in fiber and it's a fruit. Like it's not
Right.
having cookies or you're having something bad for
You're
you.
not chomping down on candy.
No, you're actually just having
Amazing.
but it makes you feel like you've had chocolate or you've had a snack or you've had something like it
Yeah.
really curbs the itch.
I
So
love
that's
it.
my recommendation of the week. If you've heard of True Date, the
Check them
serving
out.
size is 8 dates, which I think it like, I
Okay.
could never eat 8 dates, like, they are
Yeah.
huge dates.
That's a lot.
8 dates, it's 110 calories, and then here's the best part, no fat, no
Amazing.
cholesterol, no sodium,
That's
4 grams
awesome.
of sugar 4 grams of fiber, 1 gram of
Yep.
protein. The sugar is high, it is 24 grams, but that's
Okay.
naturally occurring
So
sugar.
not too bad.
There's no added sugar in this, none at all, so that's naturally occurring
Jeez.
sugar.
That's amazing.
You probably won't eat 8 dates. You'll probably have 2, maybe 3. So you'll never come
So
close to
that's fine.
grams of sugar.
Yeah. I love it. I gotta check them out.
Check them out. That's my recommendation to everybody this week. True
Love
Date.
it.
True Dates. I think they're a super great bariatric snack. Yes, they're not a protein snack, and we kinda say everything in moderation, right? Not every single thing you
Totally.
protein, and if
No.
we thought that before, we've changed our tune, so sorry if we did say that in an episode, but no, I think it's
Protein's important, but we're no it's not something like we can't eat something because it's not high in protein. Yes, it's a
no.
focus and it's important, but come on,
Yeah, and so this is one
moderation.
of those, are you craving chocolate? Are you craving
Yeah,
candy? Do you need a sweet treat? I like them for road trips, like, we were
that's a good idea.
shopping, I didn't really have a big breakfast, and so we ate them while we were out shopping, and it was just,
Perfect.
like, the perfect little pick me up, so that's
Nice.
Hannah's recommendation of the week, True
I
Dates,
love it.
asterisk, also well.ca. Really like them. If they would like to sponsor us, I, spent a small fortune on that
We
website.
would not complain.
No
We would not
complaints.
complain.
Steph, is there anything that you
Love
saw,
it.
tried, tested,
Oh
ate,
gosh.
or would like to recommend?
This week, there you know what? I've been pretty, like I'm a creature of habit. So,
Yep,
this week, I don't think I've really tried anything new. I tried well, I wouldn't say I've tried anything new. I've been on, like, a tea kick lately. Um, when I cut back on caffeine during this whole process, I went, like, heavy into the tea,
so did
and
I.
I found now it was on sale because normally I think it's, like, $8 a box, which I'm sorry, I refuse to pay.
Yep,
Um, the Tazo tea, which I think is what Starbucks uses too. Um,
yep.
but there is like a sweet orange Tazo tea that I found and bought last week, and like the box is empty. Now, mind you, my
Oh,
oldest daughter has also tried it and loved it and stole a bunch of them.
oh,
But I'm not usually like an orange person, but oh my gosh, it's a sweet orange tea. Phenomenal.
okay.
So, so delicious.
Oh, I
I
need to
will
try
definitely
this.
yeah, is really, really good. I usually find orangey teas to be off-putting, but so good. Highly recommend.
Huge orange fan, so it's very
Oh,
funny.
you'll love it then.
I bought an orange chamomile tea this weekend because
Oh,
I'm
nice.
also cutting back on my caffeine.
Yep,
I went a little too hard there, so I'm going back to, tea and half calf. I might even go back to decaf, but,
yep.
um, I went out and said, "I need to buy tea," and I was gonna get a vanilla chamomile that my parents have, but I couldn't find it, so I went with this orange chamomile, but this sounds like, I love orange. This sounds
It's really good. It's really good. So, yeah, if you see the Tazo, I think it's called, like, sweet orange, highly
I'm
recommend you
buying it.
grab it.
I'm buying it. Okay,
Do
well,
it.
we'll turn it over to our listeners for the end of this podcast. What do you recommend? What are you trying this week? What are some new things you've discovered? Thank you to everybody who's
Yep,
reached out and chatted with us, especially the person, the listener from Saskatoon who's offered to send me some Built Bars because her collection
amazing.
rivals mine. She has the most insane Built Bar collection in the best way. And so I think we're going to do a little swap where I'll send her some stuff. I'm going to throw in some of my favorite protein hot chocolate. That'll be my recommendation next week. Don't worry. But yeah, let us know. What are you trying?
Yeah,
What are you buying? Especially with the holidays coming up, I think it would be
yep,
really cool if we all started sharing some of our favorite finds and buys and things as we look to maybe build some baskets and gifts for each other. What are your bariatric must haves? Let us know.
yep.
Stuff I want to hear.
Love it. Love it.
Dig it. All right. Well, this was the best little rant and ramble. Thank you for loving our bi-weekly format and for being the best fans ever and listening along.
Agreed.
See you guys in 2 weeks. And don't worry, we are getting that social content ready and rolling. We're going to test that viral recipe. We're going to both try this week to get that out and show you what we thought about it. And then we're going to keep doing that. We're going to test products, recipes, and foods that you would like to see us try. So send them along. And I'm going to plug one last thing, which is the Bloom Room that Cass has created, the beautiful bariatric community over on Discord. I think it's a great way for you guys to stay connected with us as well because we're both a part of it. So
For sure.
if you ever want to reach out on Discord and join a bariatric community, Bypass Cass has one called the Bloom Room, and it's a wonderful resource for bariatric patients. And it could be a really cool place for this podcast to share recipes and chat with each other.
Definitely. Definitely highly recommend you check it out. It's
Me
awesome.
too. Well, like always, Steph, thank
Yeah.
you so much for
Thank
joining me
you.
today. And thanks everybody for listening.
Bye, guys.
See you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.